There we go. Hello, my crafted creatures. Happy Friday. I happen to have this Friday off, so this late start is not a setback for me. Though I gotta say, even though there was fallout, pleasantly surprised. I'll go into it a little later. Um, Today we're working on the color 500, which is a very dark green. Oh, and this is Call Dance, by the way. This is a Captain Penis. Um, I have been, you can tell by my hands, I've been playing with paint. I have some black spray paint on my hands. Um, I've been working on getting my displays all packed for next weekend. Um, I've been doing a lot of prep work, getting signs made, finishing up stuff that I've had on like it's almost done. Um, almost done, and just finally getting it off the the table, and then going into my staging area, which is a disaster area. If we're going to be completely honest, um, I need to pack. I'm going to start packing some baggies and some tissue paper so that if people buy stuff, I have a bag that I can put it in, um, so it doesn't get damaged and whatnot. Speaking of goods, who's gotten the books and who's gotten the stuffies, the fairy the pink fairy dragon? If there's anybody, is there anybody out there? And I don't know, I might stay on for 2 hours today. I'm expecting a friend, so I might only stay on till she stops by. I might only stay on till Husband Creature wakes up. We don't know. The sky's the limit. At least today. The sky's the limit, at least today. Um, I would like to get some more of this. I would like to work on the color 500 a little bit more so that I can get some other colors going on. Okay. I'm just trying to. I have stitches in weird areas that I'm trying to get over to. Kind of like the stitch right here. There's some stitches over in this area that I need to figure out how to get to. But I'm starting a new piece of string, so I could probably start from the top of the area and move around. Mm-hmm. These ones, and then there's these ones. We're gonna go over there. There's a gap of 20 between the two of these. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okie doke. Well, hello. Uh, I am glad you exist. I exist too. Long story short, the fallout, the reason my boss needed to talk to me was not a bad one, funny enough. Which I'm eternally grateful for, because I've been trying really hard to get better on my documentation, and I have actively sought out people to help me with my documentation. Um, and so that was it was a conversation. It's my day off, and she won't be in tomorrow. So but yesterday was a hot mess. Hot mess. Oh, one, two, three, four, five. One, two, five. One, two, five. Okay. Here. This week has been a hot mess. Yesterday I hit the ground at 8 a.m. Now, what I'm about to say, no complaints, because I absolutely love my Nisi Storm dog. Um, when I got out of work on Wednesday, I went and I let my doppelganger's uh, dog Stormy. She's also a German Shepherd. I let her out, and because they made a impromptu trip up to Nova Scotia because they're getting they're her father-in-law has land up there that they're looking at, maybe thinking about doing stuff up there. Um, but so I went and I let the storm dog out, and then I came home, went to bed, got up at I think I was up at 7:30, somewhere in that ballpark. I had to go get my Synthroid, and then I went and let Storm Dog back out because they were coming home later in the afternoon, so I let her out for her morning peas and poops. And then I had my research class. Now I passed my research class, and I don't know whether to be like proud of myself or horribly offended that not one person would buy that could even potentially fail the class. Um, it couldn't have been anything to do with like all the test designing I did, and that when I was in the heat of it, trying to keep up my cert, that they had to make a whole special round of questions for me because I knew all the base level ones. Um, but yeah, I passed. I got 3 questions on the final wrong because they were abbreviations. One I should have known. One was both ears. It was oh no, left ear. It was left ear. It was AS, which is left ear. It's audio, and then some Latin. Oh, incoming ad break. But it was A. It's not the actual words, but A is for audio, O is for optic, and then S is for southpaw. Anyone who's left-handed knows exactly what that means. And then D is dominant. Not the words that are actually used, but the abbreviation was AS. I missed it. My bad. The other abbreviation, one was GR, and had I written what I thought it was down, I would have gotten it right. GR is grain. It's an apothecary form of measurement, but its abbreviation is GR. The other one that I didn't get was TR. Now, that one is for tincture. I never, yeah, I don't, we don't use tinctures very much anymore, so I would not have gotten that one. But I got a 97 on the test, and I I pass meds all the live long day. So I know my 3 checks. I know to make sure, and yeah. Yeah, someone plugged our brains in wrong. But yeah, the work thing is just I I need to get better at using more precisely obscure words. Like I need to be very specific but very vague at the same time, and my brain is like, "What?" So, I'm getting better. I am getting better. But it is a skill that is actively being worked on. But last night, oh my goodness. So we had a new person move in. The person moving in is fantastic, has a great sense of humor, um, very easygoing, very kind. Um, she tried to push a bit, and I told her in no uncertain circumstances that as much as I like her, I am not going to question my licensure for her wants. Um, and she's like, "Well, I can respect that," and we had a moment, we had a thing going on. Also, I fixed that. I am the tech guru of that building, and this one, this isn't really a brag. So, the resident that moved in has a very old iPhone, and her family couldn't figure out why it wouldn't charge just plug it like the strips nowadays that have the USB plug-in ports. Those are still low power. Those aren't the full oomph of having using a block. And the older phones need the block. Yes, they have the USB connector bit, but they still need the block. And they had plugged it in, and they're like, "Oh, the phone's not charging." And I'm like, and I let them leave because they weren't listening to me. And I walked in. I went, "So I'm good at technology. Let me try." And I tried a few things, and then I just finally I plugged it into one of my spare blocks hanging around because yes, I am that person who has power blocks, just hanging out in their locker. And it started charging, and I'm like, "Here, use this one. You don't have to get a new phone. You'll charge your phone all the way up. Life will be grand." And so I made fast friends last night. But my favorite interaction with her last night is after her daughter had left. She's like, "My daughter isn't able to work as she used much as she used to be able to, and she needed to pick up a hobby. Unfortunately, I think that hobby was me, and I just about died." It was so funny. I'm like, "Well, once you get settled here, maybe she'll find other hobbies." Cause yeah, her daughter just wanted to just micromanage. And the lady's smart. She's with it. She has a great sense of humor. She knows her meds. Like I I understand. Like I actually think it's a good thing that she's in the building because she's the ideal person we're looking for is that they only need a little bit of help, but they have the support system in place in case something happens. It was a good night in some aspects. In other aspects, it was just ah um my moment, which I thought my boss was calling me about, which I come to find out she's like, "No, no, I support you." Um, was we have someone who um, claims they have not had a bowel movement in 7 days. Now, this is generally very concerning because it will start to back up, and um, you will start to come poop have poop come out your mouth. Um, and so he calls and whines to his sister, who thinks we're being absolutely atrocious to him, and she scoots him over to the ER. The ER gives him milk of magnesia and a molasses enema. And on the med thing says, keep doing what you're doing, yo. You doing good. And goodness knows how much that ER trip costs. But in going to the ER and not telling anybody he was going to the ER, the he missed his med window, which is an hour before and an hour after the specified time that they say they would like their meds in. Um, his happened to be 8, so he has from 7, which is where he generally likes his meds, until 9, in case he goes out, which sometimes he does. He comes in around 10:15, and they had apparently been out front banging on the doors, ringing the doorbell, and all of us were doing our jobs, so we weren't there. People are supposed to call, and we all have phones. I was right next to my phone, so as soon as she called, I was right there, and I got an earful about how she had been waiting for 20 minutes. I'm like, well, how many times did you call? And she got mad at me, and I made sure her brother was in the building safe. I went, if you have problems, you need to talk to my supervisors. And I about-faced. Now, for me to about-face as swiftly as I did, I didn't want to interact with this lady. I about-faced. I made sure my door was shut so she couldn't get in and follow me, and I walked off. So, and that was after an entire day of me being in class. I went to class. Class started at 9. I was in class till 1, and then I had an hour-ish off to grab some food, unwind a little bit, to go into work until 11. So yesterday was a very long day for me. Uh, and I unfortunately, due to how busy I was, because when a new person moves in, I thought I was going to be training someone, and then that fell through. So I was crispy by the end of the evening. So today's plans are, I'm gonna hang out with you beautiful people for a little bit. I don't know how long. I might go a little longer. I might go a little shorter. I'm waiting for my friend to show up, because she insists on giving me monies for petting dogs. Like, but okay. I will I will I will be okay with that. I just put it on. I have a spot where when people give me money for things that I would have done for free, I have a special place. I call it my prosperity area, and I put it there to bring in more prosperity. Now, I would like it in the form of a better remote job, but I'm appreciative of every gift and every smile that I am able to bring to the world. I was able to donate some clothing for a clothing swap at a church. I adore the lady that I gave them to. She truly walks the path. I'm not sure. I don't know what church she goes to, but she truly, like, she's one of those people that if you encounter them and someone makes them cry, you immediately want to beat that person up. That's how much she oozes just good. So I gave her some clothes for men's clothing for clothing swaps, because I know in general men are very hard on their clothes. Husband Creature has a whole bunch of clothes upstairs that he's never gonna wear. He's already told me this. So I've been washing them. I've been making sure the button downs are on nice hangers, that there are no holes, and the mice haven't chewed through them. And I'm just gonna cycle through, and it's a swap. It's a clothing swap. So no one has to pay any sort of money, even if they don't have any clothes to swap. They don't have to pay money to get things that they need, which is what I wanted it to go to. I am not opposed when people make money. I'm not opposed to that. But at the same time, the current situation of the world is that not everybody has money to give to donations and charities and whatnot, but at the same time they want to give, and that's where I'm at. Like, I can give you my time, I can give you my talents, I can give you some of the things that I might have purchased and I'm now like, and it's still in good shape. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, I thought I wanted it, and then apparently I didn't. So I wanted to go to someone who truly wants and or needs it. I have plenty of that, and I have no problems dispersing that. And we need more of that in this day and age. So that was yesterday was very, very oddly balanced, and I'm not upset about the balancing. It was just a lot. On the healthcare front, which is fantastic, I got... It's bittersweet because the 3 months of supplies I got that they charged me almost $500 for, I got 3 months supply for free because it has been formally acknowledged that what I was getting for free has been discontinued, essentially. But that's really the only news I got there. I want a petition that human meds come in those pretty green bottles. It was funny, I went to pick up my Synthroid yesterday before going out and letting Storm Dog out, and they gave me a green bottle, and they're like, yeah, we're sorry, we had a supply chain issue, and we have to use the green bottles. I'm like, I like the green bottles more than the orange one. She's like, yeah, I do too, but they're generally associated with pet meds. And I'm like, well, if it helps any, woof. So we all got a good chuckle out of that, but that was pretty much how most of my day went. It was mostly good, smidge of frustration, but the surprise call thinking I was getting in trouble when it was really just me. But someone actually responded. It was my boss going, hey, I know you asked for this, and I know it's your day off, but I want, because she has the weekends off, the perks of being the boss. But she's like, here's some, and it was productive feedback, and I'm able to grow and learn from it, and that's like what I was aiming for. So, now I'm tired. I told like it's been 2 days of just insanity. Okay, I'm trying to get this column because it's just all it's so weirdly spaced, and it's not actually really connected to anything where I'm working right now. So it's all a reach, all of it. It's all a reach. I don't have any other lights on, so it's really dark in my space right now. You get the backlight. Dip-a-doo. Okay. It's weird because the next I'm lining up with. Let's see if I can get closer. That's one thing I'm looking forward to with my next setup is the cameras will be able to. I'm aiming for the cameras to be able to come in from the sides and like get really, really close. I mean, it's not too bad right now, but much like my brain, my body is a walking contradiction. So light hurts, but at the same time, I can't do anything without the lights. So So that's a gap of 10. That's not too bad. 2, 3, 6, 7, and then this one here. Now we're gonna figure out what's going on over there. I'm working on one of the things when husband creature wakes up. I'm going out and I'm getting some fishy gravel and some nice clear either glue or resin for my faux fishy tanks, which I'm kind of excited about. And I'm working. I have 2 fishies made already, and I want to have 5 to bring down to the festival at least for the first day. And they're super cute. I'm only going to charge like $20 for them because they don't take me very long at all. And yeah, 20, and they're pets you don't have to feed. Okay, so up 3. Do we have is it a gap of 2? Let's see. It is a gap of 2, and then there we go. See, I need the white blue, because the yellow just it messes with my color sight, and honestly, I depend a lot on my color sight to get around, because sometimes I just can't see. Okay, we're gonna go. It was definitely a weird little transition there, but we got it. Like, I like these lights. Sometimes when I'm working on certain things, the amber helps. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. But this light, I can. That's the white. That's the amber. Well, I don't know. My camera is actually really good at making all the light seem the same. And I can. I'll poke at him. Hey, look, it's a jewel. Have you guys gotten your things? I think Dragons is supposed to be arriving today. I don't know where Spoopies is. Spoopy's out in California. So 5 over 2, 3. How did? Oh my goodness. How did it get stuck in New Hampshire? Okay, I should have a gap of 6. No, I do not have a gap of 6. 2, 4. There we go. And then 3. Geesh. Well, Jules, how was your appointment? That's actually not that bad. I've seen lower. Ah. This is where like all these little stitches right here. This is just all bananas. I'm trying to find where I can. Okay, so 5 down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now is it a gap of 5? No, it's 5 down. It's a gap of 4. I mean, I wouldn't suggest taking any high blood pressure medications with that blood pressure, but I've seen lower. Mine generally runs at like 117, 70, 75. Those are my average numbers. But that's the thing, is you got to know what your personal numbers are, because the average is quite literally that. It is the average of everybody who was looked at that specific moment when the medical people decided, oh, hey, this is normal. Okay. Here, there's like 1, 2, 3, so right here. I forget, did I pop the line on? I did. Two, four, okay. Here, 2, 4, 5, and in that corner, so you definitely want space in between, and then right there. Making sure your heart is doing its thing properly. And I'm dropping. Connected, but barely. So I'm just gonna sit here. It's funny, I reset both my restream and my stream elements. And Twitch. My sugar's fine. Welcome me. Yay. No, my sugar's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go down. It's actually pretty cool today. I might go up and work in the video. Might go up and work in the video area today to see if I can get some stuff done. 6. 2, 6, and I'm gonna go up there. So there's a gap there. This. Okay. I'm I'm navigating. I'm trying to get down to the bottom corner here, and it's so speckled. Nice. That's the hard thing is I did that with Straw Girl, and I because it's hard because like I my friend's way of writing is just really good. Like there's no feedback. Like I don't give fluff feedback for fluff feedback. I can say, hey, this is really good. I like how you do this, and I like how you do this. Any feedback I do give is constructive. That is my thing. Is if I have feedback to give, I'm not giving it to be mean. I'm legitimately giving it to you so you can take it and use it to improve upon or make little changes. Like I don't go out trying to be like, you're a duty head. Last night I wanted to say that to that resident's sister, though. I did not have kind. I kept it professional. I just kept saying, if you don't like it, talk to my supervisors. Because two, 4, 5 down. I love that you're doing the question of the day. I hate that I feel that it's only like 4 of us really talking. I know other people are reading, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like part of me is like, are they just watching us to see how cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs we are? Like, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then right there. This is the one thing I really truly hate about my schedule. Is like I'd love to have like a movie night, like, and I would totally pony up, and I would run the movie night, but I would need it to be regular, and unfortunately, unfortunately, my schedule, I don't have any like, okay, every day, every week I have this day off, because it rotates. 2, 4. Okay, so that's dead in the center. And then there. And I know there are different time zones and whatnot, but it's I like just I like seeing the answers sometimes too. Whew. Okay, let's see. Can I might have to incorporate those into the next page. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8 over. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and it is 1 down. Yes, I appreciate my mods. I even appreciated the previous mods. Like I have no ill will. There's nothing against anyone. I'm actually the behavior note I wrote last is I don't mind if someone doesn't like me. I understand things ebb and flow. I can understand if there's conflict. I get that. I understand those. And I also understand that I'm not always going to get that why that I want, which is where I'm stuck right now. And I'm working on getting over the desire and need to have that. But I mean, I feel bad that I work full time and I can't sync. I'm watching a thread on craft fairs because there's someone much like myself has a full-time job, and like the crafting is something that they want to do full-time, but the marketing, the shows, they just they don't have the time that they could that they want to sink into it. And that's kind of why like I this year I've kind of backed off on a lot of shows in the summer. I'm gonna see how these 2 shows do. That I signed up for, the one next weekend and the one in October. I'm really hoping that they do well, but okay. So thoughts. I need thoughts. My fishies. I'll make sure they're all secure and everything like that in their tank. My question is should I seal the cover? Because what it is, it's if you go to a bulk store and you get the free flowing candy, it's the plastic container. I'm cleaning them out. I'm gonna put some small level of fishy gravel and maybe some pretty shiny gems, just like a couple of shiny rocks or whatnot, and I'm going to essentially resin it to the bottom. Like I'm going to seal it, glue it together, and make sure it sticks in the bottom. And then I'm going to have the fishy hangs from a fishing wire from the top that I'm going to adhere to the top very securely. Like we're talking I might bond the plastic parts together, levels bonding. My question is, should I allow for the fishy for them to unscrew the cap, or should I seal the cap closed? Like totally make it so that once they got it, if they want to get the crochet fishy, they're gonna have to cut the thing. I'm not and they're plastic too. That's why like I think that'll probably be like my only kid friendly thing is because it's plastic. But I've been hemming and hawing whether or not I want to like glue the roof on. Mm. Oh, and I mean honestly, for any age, like they're I think I posted a picture, but after I'm done today, because I'll finally have one done, like all the way done. Uh, I'll post pictures of it, but that's kind of where I was leaning is sealing it shut. I'm a bad person. So I got all the 500 down the side of the page all done, which okay. As frustrating as this is, I'll be able to reach other colors by all these little place markers here. Frustrating as all fuck. I'm trying to figure out because the top of where I want to go now is somewhere over here. Well, and you can't even see it because the camera's not over there. Eh, eh. There we go. Not that it's easy to see on a phone screen anyway, but yeah, I'm looking over here because where I want is somewhere in there. I hope this infusion does good things for you, Miss Jules. Good. Good. Let her keep her. You need a break. Okay. So this is the line that I'm looking at. Yep. Okay. So now I gotta zoom in a little bit more. So that's 10. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 17. Gap is 17 from that spot. Okay. Gotta refocus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's a gap of 17. There's the 18. That is really good. That is really good. Hmm. Ah. I'm decompressing from my day. It is just my week. I get one day to decompress, and then I gotta go back to work and so, trying to figure out the where I'm working is there's as you can see, there's wide open space. It's just white. There's nothing there. Um, this area is going to be a actual clump of grapes. Like we'll actually be able to see the full bunch of grapes because like we have kind of grapes here. And funny enough, that is I think I used the wrong color and that's okay. But yeah, oh yeah. So the light spots in this bunch of grapes is actually the wrong color. But in the grand scheme of things, no one's gonna notice. I might be like, hey, those look weird. I'll be like, yeah, they do. Oops. And then we'll go on with life. You got dangled. You got dangled. Oh. Actually, so I have, and I'm gonna actually do a couple of stencil art with roosters. Now I have a rooster stencil. Think of alternate names for rooster as I show you guys this. Sorry. Sorry, pig. Sorry, pig. I just ran pig over with my car, or my. So I haven't finished it off yet completely, but this is my rooster. He sparkles. He's 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 a little rooster. I have a bigger rooster, and I'm gonna paint that one black. I'm gonna find a nice piece of white, and I'm gonna paint that one black. So that I have a big black rooster. So I have two beta fish already finished for crochet. My next one is going to be white and light pink. I need two more two color combinations. I was at one of the markets, and a guy walked over, and he bought it, mind you. He bought it. He walked over, and I had a little one, that was black, and he's like, "Is this what I think it is?" I'm like, "What do you think it is?" He's like, "Well, my kid's here. Do you?" Because my not having kids makes my being able to embarrass kids that much more fun. Or jumping in with parents to help embarrass their children. So we were having a back and forth, and the kid is just rolling their eyes, and he ended up buying the small rooster. But there was a joke. It was. I'm like, at the end, I'm like, are we at the age where we can embarrass kids just by existing? And he just grins. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, okay. I can do that. I'm over here going, how much am I gonna have to crawl into my yarn collection? Because last time it almost ate me. But I need to organize it better. Um, my mother-in-law sent a picture of this gorgeous multi-drawer dresser. It is huge. And she goes, "Do you want this?" And I go, "Yes." I'm gonna have to clean a little bit. I'm actually gonna tell. Speaking of it, I'm gonna send her a message. Um, I just need to make a spot for it. I'll post the picture of the dresser into Discord. Cause today's stream is like half casual. Like I'm waiting for a friend to stop by, and husband creature's still asleep. So so I was talking. I was talking to a coworker. I'm like, my night was shit last night, and she's like, yeah, it was. If I could spell. Yeah. Today's a very casual stream. Come and go as you please. Let me. Well, it is noontime. I have no problem shutting down and hopping over into Discord if you guys want. I can go into morning coffee or afternoon tea, because it is now noontime. Let's see. It's not a crafter meme. Let's see. Adventures in the Wild. Gonna. Adventures in the Wild is where it's going. There we go. Oh. Televise it. Make money. Don't do anything for free. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close down stream because, yeah. Discord, Discord is less of a bitch. Discord is less of a bitch than Twitch. So, I'm gonna close out stream. Everybody to all the lurkers who don't necessarily participate, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, be kind to others without harming yourself. Your time is your most valuable asset. Spend it wisely, and I thank all of you for the gift of yours. I will see those of you who want to hang out.